You know what's been on my mind lately? How the Bible has shaped education throughout history.
Really? I hadn't thought much about that. Doesn't the Bible not say much about schools?
Exactly. It doesn't explicitly command, thou shalt build schools, but its influence is everywhere. It's
Right?
fascinating how that works.
So, how does it actually impact education then?
Well, think about figures like Moses. He was learned in all the wisdom of the Egyptians.
Yeah, and Paul was educated under Gamaliel, right?
Exactly. They were highly educated, and their influence shows how the Bible values knowledge.
Right. But what about Jesus? Didn't people say he hadn't uh, formally studied?
That's the paradox. He didn't attend traditional schools, yet he's called the greatest teacher. He
Yeah.
inspired countless others to learn and teach.
So his approach was more about inner inspiration than formal education?
Exactly. He emphasized principles that encourage learning, like loving God with all your mind.
Oh, that's interesting. So the Bible promotes education indirectly?
Yes, it fosters a sense of personal responsibility to grow intellectually.
Right. But isn't there a warning about knowledge puffing up?
Absolutely. The Bible cautions that knowledge can lead to pride, but love builds up. It's about balancing intellect with humility.
So it's encouraging us to seek knowledge, but without arrogance?
Exactly. It's like we should learn and grow, but always stay grounded.
Yeah, I see. But some might argue that religion can hinder scientific progress.
That's a fair point, but when understood properly, the Bible inspires a deeper quest for truth rather than suppressing it.
Yeah, I guess throughout history, many educators were motivated by their faith.
Precisely. Many schools and universities were founded on biblical principles.
Right? So the Bible has been a catalyst for education, even if it's not overtly obvious.
Exactly. It's like an undercurrent pushing societies toward valuing education.
That's really insightful. I'd never connected those dots before.
Yeah, it's fascinating how implicit messages can have such profound effects.
Definitely. It makes me think about how we approach learning today.
Right. The idea of consecrated intellect, using our minds in service, is still relevant.
I like that. Learning not just for ourselves, but for the greater good.
Exactly. It's about growing intellectually as part of our overall development.
Yeah. Well, this has been enlightening. You've given me a lot to ponder.
I'm glad to hear that. Always love diving into these deep topics.